Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts. In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the front upper control arm. This is a 2006 Ford Explorer, basically the same for 2006 to 2010. We show you on the passenger side, driver's side is the same procedure. Please click subscribe, see all our other videos for Explorer as well as other Fords and other makes and models. And to get the part in this video, click the link down in the description and go to 1aauto.com for thousands of parts for all your needs. Use your lug wrench or a 19mm socket with a big ratchet or breaker bar and loosen your lug nuts while the vehicle's on the ground. Using a lift, but a jack and jack stands can be used as well. And remove the lug nuts the rest of the way, and then remove your wheel and tire. With the vehicle supported on jack stands or on the lift, you want to just put a floor jack underneath and just raise up the suspension just to take a little bit of the load off. You need an 18mm and you need a deeper socket to clear the whole stud. Nice big breaker bar for some extra leverage. And pull. And mine's coming apart pretty easy. And once it gets easy, just go with a wrench. And you just want to make sure that this stud isn't spinning. And usually it's not. Leave the nut in place here and use a ball joint fork and a large hammer to separate the ball joint from the steering knuckle. We're going to spray the ends of the bolts that are at the top of the control arm with rust penetrant. These two bolts are 18mm. The nuts should have a tab that locks into the control arm, so you don't have to hold the nut side. Nice big breaker bar, 18mm socket on the front one, fits in nicely. You can loosen it up. And on this side, we'll use a 3/8 because it's just a little smaller, lets us get in there. The problem is it doesn't give us as much leverage. And you can see the nuts spinning around right now, but in a moment, it's going to get caught on the control arm and it'll come apart. And if need be, you can use a piece of pipe to put over your ratchet. Just be careful not to overload the ratchet and apply pressure gently for more leverage. To remove the bolts, just make sure that the nuts don't fall down too far. Like that. And the bottom of this is a 8mm wrench, fits on. So if you need to, you can hold it. Remove the nut. And once it gets to a certain point, you may have to lock onto the stud with some slip jaw pliers. Hold it there to remove it the rest of the way. Take the nut out, lift this up and out. Just have a bungee cord kind of ready. Put it around just to hold the knuckle in place. And then you can pull your upper control arm out. On the left, you can see the original part out of our 2006 Ford Explorer. On the right, the new part from 1aauto.com. It's going to install and function just the same as the original. The only differences are very minor and just cosmetic. The beauty of these is that they come with the ball joint. So either if your ball joint is bad or your bushings are worn out, installation of a new control arm from 1A Auto is going to fix your problem. New control arm from 1A Auto. It's going to take the new locking nut off. Have one of our bolts ready. slide it into place. Bolt in and through just for now to hold it in place. Same thing down here, make sure you can get your bolts in first. Then our caged nuts in place. Start the bolts on. With those in place, carefully take off your bungee or whatever's holding the spindle. Just put that down in for now and start the nut. And now we're going to tighten up the bolts, and we'll tighten them up enough so that the control arm can still move. And then once you get it to a certain point, you can push it in and you can see where your washer used to be. So we'll just move right to there and we'll tighten it up preliminarily. This will give you a preliminary alignment, and we do suggest that you get your vehicle realigned after you complete the repair. And once you've done the rear, do the same thing for the front. And before we put the knuckle together or torque anything, we're gonna raise the suspension up to its ride position. So there should be no weight on your jack stand, or a little bit of space between your jack stand and your frame. And then that usually holds the stud pretty well here. And we'll tighten this up. Now we'll torque our two bolts to 111 foot-pounds. Just do a final check, make sure they're lined up where they were originally, just for a preliminary alignment. And again, torque them to 111 foot-pounds. And tighten this nut to 41 foot-pounds. And after everything's tightened up, let your jack down. And again, we do recommend an alignment, front wheel alignment after this repair. Reinstall your wheel and tire. Start all your lug nuts by hand first. Make sure they don't cross thread. Use your lug wrench, socket ratchet, or whatever, and just tighten them up preliminarily. Lower the vehicle onto the ground. Tighten your lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds using a star pattern to tighten them. Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.